If you walk into a quiet churchyard in Bedfordshire, you will find a headstone that's dedicated to a female unknown. She was found in a woodland over 200 years ago, having been brutally murdered. The secrets behind her identity took a ghost story and turned it into a real-life courtroom drama. On the 15th of August 1821, the parish clerk went for a walk into Blackgrove Wood and came across the body of a well-dressed young woman. Her throat had been cut from ear to ear. She carried no identification on her, but police noted some very specific details. She wore a light cotton gown sprigged with pink and blue flowers, and she was wearing fake hair curls. The little finger on her right hand was also noticeably crooked. Witnesses did recall that they saw her walking towards the woodland earlier that day with a sallow-complexioned young man who looked like a gentleman's servant. Then they both vanished. 7 years later, the police believed that they'd solved the crime. They arrested a man called John Eastaff, believing that he was actually missing his wife, Janet. But the trial completely collapsed because Janet's mother failed to show up to see if the body actually had her daughter's crooked finger or not. The judge had to let him go. Meanwhile, the tree under which this lady was found became some kind of morbid tourist attraction. When it was felled many years later, a craftsman actually used the wood and carved it into a sideboard for his living room, which meant that her final moments were forever entrapped in a piece of household furniture. Now, because she was buried without her real name, folklore says that she never rested. For 2 centuries, locals and hunters passing through Blackgrove Wood have reported seeing the eerie apparition of a woman in a faded floral dress standing underneath trees where the very event was said to have taken place. Paranormal investigators tracking the site also report that people entering the wood experience unexplained cold spots and also hear the faint sound of silk gowns rustling through the undergrowth. Some of them are even said to have had intense panic attacks around the murder site. Now, the townspeople felt so very guilty about her anonymity that they decided to have a headstone paid for by public subscription. So what do you think? Could this female unknown really have been Janet Eastaff? Or did a nameless traveller take her secrets to a Bedfordshire grave? Let me know your theories in the comments and make sure to follow for the next spooky story.